Congratulations! You've done it. You've turned yourself from a nerd to a super nerd. And all it took was this headset. Yes, I'm talking about the Oculus Rift S. It has changed many a nerd into super nerds. Let's check it out. So originally I wanted to get the Oculus Quest. It was the wireless solution all in one, but it was totally sold out. And the Rift wasn't. So I decided to give the Rift a chance. And here's why. I started researching about the Rift versus the Quest, since that was my only selection. And I found out some interesting things that you should really know before you purchase either unit, because there are some stark differences and it could make or break your decision. So let's go over that right now. So Rift S versus Quest, there are some reasons to go either way. One of the big reasons why I chose the S over the Quest was the fact that I already had a computer that could handle the graphical intensity that this headset needs in order to perform well. Now, don't get me wrong, I've actually tried a friend's Quest and found it to work quite well, but did notice some things that are, I guess, pared down in order to accommodate for the mobile processor, such as your homeroom is not as nice and is not as customizable. And also the store is a lot smaller within there. And then like things like virtual desktop, which is built into the S, is a application on the Quest. So these factors, on top of the fact that I already had the computer, kind of started to drive me in that direction. Now the Rift S is not all roses. There is some stuff you have to do in order to set it up. Let's do that now.
Okay, the first thing you're going to have to do is install the Oculus Rift software. And so I'm going to do that now. So it's a little bit more than just plug and play, so we'll have to do that first. So right away I ran into an issue because guess what? My hard drive has only 30 gigs on it. I don't want to take 13 gigs to support the software. I want to put that on a different drive. So now you have to go to a support article. Okay, so I figured it out to get it to install to a different drive. So if you have this same problem as me, then this is how you do it. You have to install this line in your run command, which just replace the G's with whatever drives it's located on. So the path it's located on, and then the path you want it to go to. So I wanted it to go here, and the only way I could get it to do that was to create another folder in that drive so it can have a path to go to. So I had to have it go here, and it had to have another drive, and I called it Oculus in that new drive G. So that's what I did in order to get the software to go to anywhere other than C, which sucks, but I got it to work. It is going to take about 13 gigs worth of space when you're all said and done. You might want to plan some time to do this because it's not fast. It is 13 gigs big. It started off with 7 gigs of a download. Now it's installing. Alright, so now you have to update your graphics driver. So it's a little bit involved, but that's what you should expect with any kind of PC product, especially one for gamers. So I have to do that before I can install the headset. Once you get the driver set up, then you will get a thing that says that both active connections are ready, and you can move on with the installation. Now you're going to need to do a firmware update because most of them come with the stock one. So firmware update time. Now you're just going to insert batteries into the controller. They should be paired from the factory, so that should check out. Now you have to update the firmware on the controllers. The actual controllers will go through some bean sequences and let you know that it is actually installing. Okay, so now you get a free app bundle. Yay. So you'd have to download that now.
So here I am playing Beat Saber. It is a really fun game. It is great for parties, and it actually gives you a lot of, I guess, immersion, a sense of being on a edge, really, really high. And it's cool. The song packs that it comes with are pretty good, and there is a way to actually modify, at least on the PC version. And I know that they also do it on the Quest version, where you can download and integrate new songs. Now I'm switching over to Super Hot, which is another awesome game. And as you can see, I am moving. Now I've got the video playing back at a higher speed just to get through this because all these games have been done to death on the internet. I'm just showing that you are moving and you do kind of look like a nerd with it on, but it is really fun. Now, Arizona Sunshine is a heck of scary zombie game. I highly recommend it. It really makes you feel like you're being attacked, and they put plenty of zombies. Tried to shoot them through the door, and then I opened up the door and like wiped out the last few zombies that were left. It really does track very well. The inside tracking rarely breaks up and is pretty accurate, actually. Now, I am a noob, so I haven't experienced a bunch of other ones, but it seems pretty darn sharp and pretty darn immersive. So, really like Arizona Sunshine. Very fun game. And as you can see, I just wiped out what I thought was the last zombies. And as you can also see on my cord, I am almost using the full length of the cord here. I have it tied to the bottom of my desk with some P clips, and that way it can kind of stretch out and it doesn't like just lay on the ground. And it works pretty well for me. That is one thing about the Quest that's better, I think, is the no wire, so you don't have to worry about tripping. And then this game, Poker Stars VR, super duper fun. I found it was really, really like it's almost like a social game that you're also playing cards, and they give you fake money and a bunch of like things you can buy and throw on the table. But I really, really like this game also. Now, I also got Minecraft to work, but that's going to be a whole nother video because it was kind of involved in order to get Minecraft to work on here because there's some patches that you have to do through Steam, and you have to go through the Steam route in order to get it to work correctly.
What are my final thoughts on the Rift S? So I believe that the construction of the actual headset itself is pretty decent. I believe that the plastics are, let's just say, not super thick or high quality, but are well done. Everything fits well, and the actual design is pretty thoughtful. Although I think that the cable itself could have probably had one more clip, like maybe right here, to come right off the back of your head instead of on the side of your head. That would be one complaint I have with it. But as far as the Halo design itself, it's very comfortable, feels light on your face. I think that the foam padding on the actual Halo is pretty good, although the foam on the face itself is kind of a little bit cheap to me and probably could have been done a little bit better. And it's probably because you can remove this and replace it after it gets all gunky that maybe they didn't go with the highest quality foam here because they figured you were going to take that off. As far as the dial back here, I think that it's very cool that they put that in there, but it feels a little bit weak to me, and I think that over time this dial could fail eventually. They do actually sell accessories on the Oculus website for replacement of the Halo itself and also this little foam right here, so I know that they probably were planning on those possibly failing in the future. As far as the camera system, the inside-out tracking, that is the killer feature of this headset and the Quest. I did try out the Quest. The Quest is an awesome device. It is a mobile device, so don't expect it to do everything this device can do because the raw PC power that this one has is not present on the Quest. It does really good for what it is. It's a little bit front heavy on the Quest. They could have distributed the weight a little bit more throughout their band probably, and made it a little bit lighter on the front of the face, because I did experience a little bit of fatigue while wearing it for a couple of hours. And as far as the batteries, maybe that's why they didn't care, because the batteries only last a couple hours, but you can put a booster on it and make it last twice as long. But I think that your neck probably wouldn't like that too much. Now, the game selection on the Quest versus the S has way more games, and I'm sure that they're working on the Quest. I know that they did some announcements. I think Arizona Sunshine is coming out on the Quest soon, and that would be a really awesome addition. I don't know how they're going to pare down the graphics on it, so I'll have to try that out on my friends when they get that game. But I really like it on this one. As far as Minecraft is a whole nother video I'm going to have to make, because it was pretty involved in order to get Minecraft to work on this unit, because the native Minecraft on Oculus does not work very well. So I'll be doing another video on that. But the unit itself, if you got an extra $400 lying around and a good gaming computer, this is a no-brainer. I mean, I would definitely go with the S. If you don't have a really good gaming computer and you don't have $1,200 to get a gaming computer, go with the Quest. It's a no-brainer. It's the best VR for the money that you can buy right now. As far as the technology, the inside-out tracking, all the cameras you're getting on this, the lenses, the screen, $400. It's a deal. And I am a noob to VR, so this is my first experience. I did try the Gear VR, and let's be real here. The Gear VR sucks really bad. Okay, and I tried the original one with the Note 4. Sucks really bad. Overheated, broke up, really bad frame rate, terrible. So I'm just lucky I tried VR again after that experience. So don't utilize or don't use that as your, I guess, your measuring stick for how good VR is or isn't, because the Gear VR was terrible. This is leaps and bounds above that. I would say that the Index is probably going to be slightly better than this, but it's like over double the price, and it's not over twice as good. So if you want to go with VR, this is the route to go. Anyway, that's my video. Thanks for watching. If you really liked it, please click like. If you really, really liked it, please subscribe. And I'm going to talk at you later. I'm going to get the tech out of here. Later.